Hi guys, welcome to the Pep Coding. Today we are going to solve this problem Q2 stack adapter push efficient. So in this question we have given two queues. One is a help main queue, another one is a helper queue. We have to use these queues to behave like stack so that our queue will adapt the property of stack. This should be done as a push efficient. That means if we add or push a value in our stack, it should take off one time. Where the popping and the top of the value, it can take linear time. So let's see the behavior of the stack. Let's say we have a stack. If I say push 20, it will push the data on the top of the stack. Push 30, it will push 30 on the top of the stack. Now push 40, it will push data on the top of the stack. Now if I ask for the top value, it will give me 40. Now if I ask for the pop value, it will remove this 40 and give me that value. Now if I again ask for the top value is 30 now. So it will give me 30. Now pop value of the stack will be 30, will remove from the stack and give me that value. So this is the behavior of the stack. In our question we have given two queue. One is main queue, another one is helper queue. We will use these queues to behave like stack. So this is our stack. Now if I say push 10 in stack, it will push on the top of the stack. In main queue, it will add from the last of the queue. Now push 20, it will push the data on the top of the stack. In main queue, it will add at the last. Push 30, it will push the data at the top of the stack. Here it will push the data, that is add the data on the last of the main queue. Now the push is of one time. That means if we say the size of the stack will be main queue dot size, and adding the data, it is push efficient. That is if we simply add the data in our main queue. Now for popping elements, if we ask for the pop or if we ask for the top of the main queue. Now in stack the value 30 is the topmost value, that is on the top of the stack. In main queue it is on the last of this main queue. Now if we use our helper queue to get that data, if we remove all the data before that value and add them to the helper. Now remove 20, add in the helper. The last value is the top value in the stack. So if we save this value and return it in the top, it will give me the top value. Before returning that value, we have to again push our all element to the main. Now if I delete all this element and add them in the main queue, the 30 becomes the first value. So what we have to do is we have to remove this value also and add it in the helper. Now our main queue is empty. If I delete all the values from the helper, that is remove all the value from the helper and add them in the main queue, we will have our main queue as before. If I ask for the pop value, instead of adding this 30 in the helper, we will remove it from the main queue. So let's see. While our main queue dot size is greater than 1, so that we can get our last value, we will add all the elements from the main queue by removing all. Now the last value will be the pop value in the main stack, main queue. So we will remove the last value. Now again add all the values from the helper queue, so that this is size, so that our main queue will have all the elements before popping the last element. Add helper queue dot remove. This will remove all the values from the helper and add that in main queue, and then return the pop value. Before this, we have to check if the size of the main queue is 0. If it is 0, we will simply print stack underflow and then return -1 value. Same for the top, but after removing the value, we will add it again in the helper, so that our last value will not be lost. So this is the code. Let's run this. Let's submit this. So our code is successfully submitted. Hope you like the video. Please share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.